So I guess the main thing, the first thing I'll point out is the permeable concrete. So the parking lanes on both sides of the street have permeable concrete. So as the stormwater, the rainwater sheet flows across that, you'll see it percolate through it and into the ground. When it hits the gutter and starts to flow along the gutter, there are catch basins, one over here on your right, which the grate is opened up. So those catch basins have inside of it a filter. Majid, maybe you want to, Majid, can you pick that up? So there's a filter there that removes debris, keeps debris out, so it can't go further. So the water then passes through that filter underground, and underneath the permeable concrete parking area are 7-foot long plastic concave chambers. That's what's underneath. So the water goes in there, and it stores in there, and then percolates into the ground. Where I've removed these caps along the street, those caps are observation ports. So when we do the demonstration, if you go to one of those open ports, you'll hear the water entering those chambers and filling up in there. So the water goes. So that's the second feature. So the water can also pass through that opening in the curb, and then it goes into the depressed parkway landscape. We call it a bioswale, and it fills up in there because it's depressed. Normally, the traditional approach is it's level or it's at grade, so it can't store any water. It'll just run off. So the key for these kinds of BMPs or best management practices, LID, is to make them depressed so they can hold the water and let it percolate into the ground and, of course, feed water to our plants. The next feature is actually the landscaping. So all the plantings, the new plantings here, are all what we call climate-appropriate plants because they could be native plants in Southern California, or they could be semi-Mediterranean species from the similar climates that are around around the planet. There are 5 of semi-Mediterranean climates around the world. So those are the plants that we have here. And then finally, underneath the mulch, we have the drip irrigation system to deliver the water. Unfortunately, we are using potable water for this project. Had we had a little more money, we could have converted the underground chambers into cisterns, stored the water, and then fed that into our irrigation system. But that'll be the next project, I promise you, assuming I'm still here doing this, and I hope I am. So that's the irrigation system. The irrigation system is powered by solar energy. There's a solar panel there, and it feeds into the controller, which again, the controller controls irrigation based on the climate, and it takes a bunch of readings of the climate. And I think that covers everything there is to cover in terms of our project. So
and you narrowed the street.
No, we didn't narrow. I'm sorry. The street was much wider. Actually, we expanded. The parkways used to be like 4 feet. We've doubled the size of the parkways, and then we've taken it. So some of the street's been converted to permeable space, and then another part of the street that was impermeable is now permeable concrete. So we did narrow the street to accommodate this project.